Hello, everyone, and welcome to the first new episode of Recoil Reviews. We originally had another one, um, but
But Ben
I
fucked it up.
but I fucked it up. So here we are, and we're reviewing the new Marilyn Manson album that just dropped Friday, October 6th. So I guess let's just get into it.
Okay.
All right,
This is a
so
really cool filter. I like this one.
it is. I like that. So Revelation 12. All I have for it was that I thought was a very had a very punk rock aesthetic.
Yeah.
Um, just the feel of it was really punk, which I think is why a lot of people don't consider Marilyn Manson goth anyway. Is just because like his look is goth or whatever, but his sound is more punk rock. Always has been. What'd you think of Revelations 12?
I thought it was really interesting because it kind of started out with an electro type sound, like electro industrial, and then transitioned into the more goth rock sound. You know me. I'm a big synthesizer fan, obviously, and I
Yeah,
do the synths for our group. But I liked how he opened it, and then yeah,
yeah,
that was interesting how he transitioned it from like electro into goth rock.
yeah. I liked it. Okay, it was not one of my favorite tracks, but I guess it's a good opener. Um,
Oh fuck, lost the filter.
you got anything else on that one, or do we move to Tattooed in Reverse?
Might as well move on.
All right. Tattooed in Reverse. What I put was Marilyn Manson meets Imagine Dragons. I don't know if you like, know anything about them, but they're kind of like an
No.
electronic pop band thing. Um,
Oh, that's why I don't know them because I listen to good music.
I've unfortunately been exposed to them, but
Poor,
like
poor child.
it's not bad. I can see why people like Imagine Dragons. It's just not my thing. But anyway, this is Marilyn Manson meets Imagine Dragons. Um, Instrumental wise, anyway.
Yeah.
Um,
To me, to me, I think it had more of a classic industrial sound to it, even though Marilyn Manson isn't an industrial artist per se. This one song did have more of a industrial sound to it.
yeah. I like that humming he did, like in it. I don't know, like just as a backing thing to give some,
Mhm.
yeah, like it just gave it like a soulful feeling. So I thought that was cool. Are you having
Yeah,
fun?
yeah, yes.
I don't know. That's all I got on that one. Like, do you have anything to add or?
Oh no, just mainly it had that. Like to me, it had more of a like I said, that classic industrial sound.
Yeah.
So and
Um.
me, I'm industrial.
Oh hell yeah. Then we get to We Know Where You Fucking Live, and
I
okay,
love the music video on this one.
so there's he dropped this on 9/11. There's a good reason why. It's because it's an angry, pissed off, like political track, basically. Like I
Yeah,
don't know if you're getting that from that, but that's to me that's what it is. Like there is a reason he dropped it on 9/11. That wasn't, that was planned out, I think.
probably. Down Manson, yeah, it probably was.
At times I felt like I almost felt like he was channeling Kurt Cobain. It sounded very grungy, like he had that gravelly Kurt voice.
Yeah, it had that classic Manson feel to it. I guess you could say it was kind of a flashback to his late '90s, early 2000s type music.
Yeah, this whole album was very reminiscent of like, I don't know, Mechanical Animals or
And honestly, I like that style more so
oh, I do
than
too.
like, and that's one thing I hate, like really hate, is when artists will change their style to go with the times. So I like that it was more of a, like I said, a classic Manson sound to it.
Yeah, and see like I liked his style in Pale Emperor.
Mhm.
I know I played it some whenever I picked you up or whatever. Um
Yeah.
And I was like, this is a new Manson album. Ha.
I have a kitty.
But no, like I just thought
I got some pussy.
no, I just thought the overall sound of it was, more classic
Yeah,
Manson.
yeah.
And I
In
really
fact,
enjoyed that.
there were several of the songs on this album that were more classic Manson.
Yeah.
Uh, we'll cover that as we go. But
Oh yeah. Say 10. Um, the opening, the opening drums. I don't know. Have you heard "Cry Little Sister"? Um,
no, I don't think I have.
okay. Well, if you listen to that, like the opening drums and like the church bell thing he had going on is very reminiscent of like the opening "Cry Little Sister." Like
So
that's kind of what I thought it was for a little bit.
what stuck out to me in Satan,
Yeah.
what really stuck out to me was his musical style, how he did this, because he mixed together industrial and goth rock, but he still kept them separate. Like what the way I kind of visualized it was a sine wave, and he'd go, a sine wave running like an oscillator, and he'd be going from industrial then down to goth rock then back up to industrial and back and forth like that. It was pretty interesting how he did that.
Yeah. Um. Oh, I'm trying to see what you're talking about here.
Like I don't know, it just seemed to me like when the music was just kind of bouncing back and forth between those two styles, and I liked that. I thought it was pretty inventive and very interesting.
Okay, I'm listening to it now. Yeah, I can see that.
Oh, uh,
I need to play it a little bit to get some reference. But yeah, I can see that. Um, Now we get to one of my favorite tracks on the album, which is "Kill for Me."
oh shit.
I fucking love "Kill for Me." He definitely it has a
Interesting.
'60s vibe. Like it has the industrial like stuff
Hmm.
to it, obviously, but then also has like a '60s vibe,
Yeah.
which is very appropriate because I feel like he's channeling his cult leader icon Charles Manson. Um, yeah,
Yeah,
I
this was another one of those that had that classic Manson sound, like I was saying earlier.
yeah,
You know, and that. Oh, that's up real quick.
you lost your
And that
kitty. Oh, oh,
it'll come back.
there he is.
Yeah, I think this was another track that had that classic Manson sound, and like I said, I like that sound. His classic sound was something that wasn't really ever emulated by anyone else. It was something distinctly his.
Yeah. Well, it's emulated by me, but that's because I don't have a fucking sound.
Yeah.
I'll be the first to admit it too, though. Like there are certain songs where I'm just like, yeah,
Well, yeah, I mean, not every song is going to be awesome. I mean,
yeah,
it's always hit. It's hit. Everything is hit and miss. And again, that goes with that goes to personal taste as well. Like there's could be one song that you like absolutely hate, like oh fuck this shit, but that I love.
yeah. And like
That's
every album is
really
allowed to have like those few shitty tracks or whatever. You just skip those if you don't want to listen to them.
yeah.
But
Not saying that Kill for Me was.
oh no, I fucking love "Kill for Me."
Yeah, yeah, we both like that one, but you're saying in general, not everything's going to be an epic hit.
Yeah.
Jesus
Um.
fuck, I like old.
But yeah, like I love this track, and like he does really like channel Charles Manson. I guess Charles Manson like wrote him letters,
Yeah.
and yeah, like he wrote him letters, and like I saw it online, and like it showed the letter or whatever. And it's like a bunch of gibberish. Like it's really hard. It's very incoherent and hard to follow. Um, so that's a thing.
Yeah.
But no, like he uses sex as a weapon. It's like, well, if you don't uh kill for me, then you don't. I'm not gonna have sex with you. which is a very cult leader type thing to like that kind of manipulation.
Yeah. Look, Ben, I'm Kawhi.
Oh,
Sorry. Oh, it's raining tacos. That's awesome.
um, it's raining Ben. Okay,
You would go there, wouldn't you?
I would. Okay, so Saturnalia. It starts out very spacey. When I was listening to it originally, I pictured like a satellite slowly moving through space.
Mhm.
I don't know why that's the thing, but that's what I pictured when I was listening to it. And then the bass kicks in and it brings you back down to earth. Um, and I think I like the verse vocals, like not so much the chorus, but the verse vocals because they're like very trance-like,
Mhm.
which seemed to go good with the instrumental, like the spacey instrumental. So
Kind of reminiscent of a David Bowie type thing.
I never listened to Bowie that much.
But uh, as far as me, I wasn't particularly crazy about Saturnalia. It was a little too mainstreamish for me. Just
Yeah, like it wasn't one of my favorite
because,
tracks by any
and
means.
I say that, and I sound like a fucking hipster. But what I mean to say is like it was more of it had that more mainstream rock sound, and I don't. I mean, we get enough of that crap. You know what I mean?
Yeah, this definitely was not one of my favorite tracks, like even close.
And 8 minutes long. I mean,
Um, I don't think it's really crucial album. Like he could have like dropped it or whatever and been fine, but I feel like Mate's one of those filler tracks. We're trying to get shit done with our album, so I'm guilty of
yeah.
making filler tracks too. So
Yeah, Lord knows what I'll crank out.
like Love and Death is I didn't try hard on that at all. Like
Yeah.
so that's pretty much a filler track. So I'm guilty of it too. But
You're also guilty of being gay.
no, no,
Jesus, fuck, I'm old.
me too. I
No.
just turned 30.
Oh. Oh, fuck off. At least you don't look like you're 40, and I do. I'm only a year older than you.
Yeah.
Jesus
Um.
Christ, I can't find it.
We
Decent
get to
angle with this stupid cell phone camera.
then we get to my favorite track. Like this is probably my favorite fucking track on the album, and it's Jesus Crisis.
Hmm. Dude, I loved the opening. The opening synthesizers, I love the opening synths. They
Yeah.
were pretty awesome.
Um.
They had a real like deep kind of spacey feel to them. I loved. Yeah, I had a kind of an epic. I think that was the one I'm talking about. Wait, switch back
Yeah, I
up.
think that's what you said whenever you mentioned me about it. You're like, I love the
It
opening
was.
sense to Jesus Crisis.
Hmm. Okay, yeah, that was the opening sense I was talking about for Jesus Christ. So I liked it. I liked I liked the style of the synths and the way the track played out.
Yeah. Um. Okay, so here I put the chorus like as a quote, and he says,
Hmm.
"I write songs to fight and to fuck to. If you want to fight, then I'll fight you. If you want to fuck, then I'll fuck you. Make up your mind, or I'll make it up for you." Which I thought was hilarious. Like that's classic Manson.
Yeah,
But
yeah. That's like I look him. I was like, I'm gonna
it's
be
like all right, you smart ass.
offensive, and I don't give it. It's like I'm gonna be offensive, and I don't give a shit.
Yeah, it's like all right, you smart ass.
I like putting my face into lyrics.
But no, I put that quote and I go, Manson's getting a bit rapey.
Yeah.
Um, and rapey indeed. Because
You touched my naughty place.
no, because again, you know how I am with abrupt screaming when I'm learning a false sense of security, which is what he did here. Um,
Yeah.
there towards the end, like you're like, all right, I'm just kind of chilling with it or whatever. And then he orders you into a false sense of security and screams at you, and I felt raped.
Hmm.
My ears felt raped with his lyrics. his screams. Um, Let me move on to Blood Honey.
Oh no, Blood Honey was. I liked this one. It had a very. It was very dark electro, dark wave, and it had. It was really. It had a kind of a spacey, epic sound to it,
Yeah,
like with the synthesizers. I really liked the way it was done.
yeah, I liked it because you know how I like anything dark electro.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, the beginning, like with the bells and shit,
Hmm.
um, made me think of like the cemetery, and then the guitars give like a dark, sinister overtone.
Yeah.
So that was cool, and just the lyrics in the song were very vampiric in nature.
Yeah.
I mean, of
It
course it
had.
was.
It
It's a
just
song
had like
called
a.
Blood Honey. Why the
Yeah.
fuck wouldn't it be?
I mean, it just kind of had, like I said, I had that real dark kind of creepy feel to the whole song. That whole spacey, epic spacey vibe. It was, yeah, it's very
Yeah.
impressive.
Um, then we get to the title track, which is Heaven Upside Down. I like this one. I liked it okay. Again, it wasn't one of my
Mhm.
favorite tracks. I don't think there are any bad tracks on this album, though. Like, I will say that. Like, while
Mhm.
I like some more
Heaven
than
Upside
others.
Down.
Sorry, go ahead.
I mean, Heaven Upside Down was pretty good. It was very light on the synthesizers, though. It was mainly a traditional uh, guitar and drums type of song.
Yeah. Um, but yeah, like I was saying, like, I wouldn't say that there are any bad tracks on this album. Um, while I may like some more than others, like, there wasn't a bad track on this album. Um,
Yeah, because I wasn't a real big fan of Saturnalia. But I mean, I've never really got into those that kind of experimental vibe on music anyway.
yeah. Yeah, I wasn't a fan of Saturnalia either, but again, like I said, it wasn't really a bad
Ah,
track.
shit.
Um, I can definitely see how a lot of people would like it. It's not really my thing, um, but yeah, like when it started playing, I seriously thought that I was listening to Papa Roach, the song "Forever" by Papa Roach.
Yeah.
Because it starts out like yeah with the guitar and drums, and like that's you should like play it side by side with the
Hmm.
Forever by Papa Roach later, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Um, yeah, it's kind of pop rock esque,
Yeah.
kind of out of Manson's normal thing, but
Yeah.
um, I would not have made this the title track like if it were up to me. But it's not a bad song either.
Yeah.
I liked
Yeah.
it okay.
Really, my only issue with having Upside Down, like I said, was that it was very light on the synthesizers. And of course, for obvious reasons, because I like synthesizers.
And then we get to the last song, which is "Threats of Romance," which is
That's very much so classic Manson.
yeah. See, I thought it was I thought it was classic Manson with a spin on it because this is Manson's jazz track. Like that's what I got
Right.
from this was is like you're in a jazz club and it's jazz music, but with Manson like screaming at you.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's his jazz track, which is a new thing. Um, but I liked it. I was like, I could get into this
Yeah.
because I like Manson, I like swing music. Just mix the two. Um,
Yeah, Manson is. Yeah, I mean, like I said, this was one of his. This reminded me of his classic stuff. So,
yeah. If you were to pick a track off this album to be the title track, Like I said, Heaven Upside Down wasn't strong enough, in my opinion, to be the title track. Like, what would you pick?
Probably We Know Where You Fucking Live. That if I had to pick one, that would be my selection.
Yeah, yeah, I can see that. Like, it's a strong track. It's aggressive. Like, it's classic Manson. Um, I'd pick one of my two favorite ones, Kill for Me or Jesus Crisis.
Hmm.
Um, I don't know. I think probably Jesus Crisis would be the one for me. Um, but I mean, overall, I don't know. I get this album. I don't know, a 3.5 or maybe a 4 out of 5.
That was pretty damn decent.
Like
You know,
it's one of his better albums. Like I'm not gonna go and say it's the best one, but it's the best thing he's put out.
I just noticed
What?
if you make up like that, you do kind of look like Manson a little bit.
Oh, sweet.
So,
But yeah,
I
like,
am the king of awesome.
but it would be I don't know, 3.5, 4, somewhere in there.
I could see that.
Because like I said, it's not his best album ever, but it's the best thing he's put out in a long, long time. Like it really
And I
brings
think that
back.
has to,
It really has that nostalgia effect. Like
yeah.
you're listening to classic
And
Manson.
then, and that's what I was just saying because I think that has to do with the apparent return to his roots in this album. Because I do like some of his stuff, like newer stuff, like Mob Scene. I love that song, Mob Scene.
Oh, I do too.
But with this this album, I think, and I'm hoping it represents a return of to more of his classic sound that made Manson Manson. You know what I mean?
Oh, I hope
The,
so
the
too.
sound that freaked out, the sound that freaked out conservative parents across the freaking country. You know,
Oh yeah. Um.
you got to admit, freaking out conservatives is always fun.
Oh yeah.
The saying that
Um.
is the same that is you and I are both centrists. You know, so we're not really conservative or liberal. And I just find a lot of fun. And I think we were talking about this earlier when I called you. We were talking about stuff, but uh, I always enjoy freaking out conservatives because they're just so much fun to freak out.
Oh yeah.
Like you see, even like conservatives see even the tiniest little thing that might possibly disagree with your point. Oh my God, it's Satan! It's Satan! Evil! Satanist!
Um. What'd you say your favorite like classic Manson song is though?
Hmm. Probably Dope Show. I like that song.
I like Dope Show.
We're all stars now in the Dope Show. Oh yeah.
I got a few. I probably Dope Show for me too, but it's like
I have to say that his cover of Tainted Love, I like that as well. Have you heard his cover of Tainted Love?
oh yeah.
Yeah, I like that too. That was pretty good.
Mine is either like the Dope Show, Sweet Dreams,
Mm.
or Lunchbox.
I don't think I've heard Lunchbox.
Say what?
I don't think I've heard Lunchbox. That's
It's an awesome song.
mm.
But yeah, so that's the album review. That's Heaven Upside Down by Marilyn Manson. Um, I encourage everybody who likes him to check it out, and even if you don't, check it out anyway. Um,
Also, I want to say this though. On because I listen to the album on YouTube, and it's part of so on We Know Where You Fucking Live. They had the whole thing. They had the music video, so I
yeah.
got to see the video, and where it has and essentially the whole. I think the whole thing he's trying to send is that it takes place during the solar eclipse, and that was pretty freaking cool. And I think he was trying to send. I think to me it kind of represented an eclipse of traditional ways of thinking in politics, perhaps. Um, our country, at right now, thanks to 8 years of extreme racism, is more divided than ever along political lines, racial lines, gender lines, and it's incredibly fucking retarded. And that's so, and that's kind of the feeling I took from that was that we need to shut down that division, stop pretending it's a zero-sum game where only one side can win, which is, politics as usual. We need to
Yeah.
shut that shit down because that's going to destroy our country. It's going to destroy our families. It's going to destroy everything we hold dear, like he was doing in that video to that family.
Yeah. I don't know. Have you seen the music video to Satan?
No, I didn't know there was a music video for it.
Yeah.
So.
He dropped it last year. It's not like a full video. At least I don't think there's a full video. There might be. I don't know. But at one point, like he cuts off Donald Trump's head.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I think that was the
Well,
thing. I can't remember.
I think you're thinking of Katie Griffin. Kathy
No,
Griffin.
no, no. Like this is before that.
Oh,
Yeah, like this went down last year.
oh, oh. I was unavailable at that time.
Yeah. Um, you should look it up later.
Yeah, I might do that. I gotta be up at like 6:30, ready for work. So
All right. Well, I think that just about wraps it up. Thanks everyone for joining us. We'll see you next week sometime. We'll have to pick an,
until
we'll have to pick a new album. I guess we can redo that one that I fucked up.
yeah, we could. Plus, you
Um,
gotta remember, I'm going to Kansas for V&V Nation on Friday. So
yeah. But we can, do it Saturday or something. So,
yeah, true.
all right. Well, thanks everyone. We'll see you next time.
Adios, y'all.
See ya.